Yo, it's Ricky Tice. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's October 11th. I got to pay my auto insurance on my car and truck. I have not switched over to New Jersey yet, because I plan to do that by the end of the year. But I still got my New York plates. The thing is, I don't want to give up my veterans plates for my car. Love them things because it's based out of New York. Boy, this topic is about me. I'm gonna tell y'all about me, how I first became a father. All right. How my friends once teased me because I was a square. I was nerdy. I didn't wear all, you know what I'm saying? My clothes were tight. I didn't wear, it was like I didn't have the luxury like they had. You know what I'm saying? It's either their parents went and gave them money to buy clothes, or they went out there and go sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? At the time, crack, cocaine. You know what I'm saying? They were doing it with their cousins and their friends and shit. And it was like every other week, a brand new ride or new clothes. Even when Game Boy first came out, not the colorful ones, not the DS, Game Boy. We all know it, the old school, the very first Game Boys with the black and gray screen. No lit up back screens or nothing. This thing was the shit before it went off to Game Boy Advance color. You know what I'm saying? This Game Boy was out during the era, as we all know, when TurboGrafx came out. And also TurboGrafx 16 was the very first game system that came out with a portable TurboGrafx. I forgot, it's called Express. I had it. Best thing ever. Even though the drain of battery's that fast, I couldn't find an adapter for it. I sold that son bitch on eBay for like about $200, maybe more. Can't remember. That's what it was. TurboGrafx 16 Express Portable. Very first handheld game system with a lit up back screen, 16-bit system. So, about me. 20 years old, young and stupid. I was still a geek. I was working at Walmart as a manager. Actually, I was working at Walmart as an assistant manager, while my friends were out there getting money, running from cops and catching cases on their asses, getting locked up on the first offense, locked up again on the second offense. And I'm wondering, where the fuck do they get the money from to get a high-end lawyer? Some of them were smart. They saved their money up and say, hey, I gotta get a high-end lawyer. So that's what they did. So, let's see. My daughter, I love her to death. 21, attending college in Maryland, Howard University, one of the nicer, expensive black colleges. Amazing. So, I met her mom. We was playing handball. We all, South Jamaica houses, known as 40 Projects, up in Jamaica, Queens, and stuff. Home of Onyx. You know what I'm saying? Home of many other rappers that came out of there, like Nicki Minaj, Ja Rule, and I believe it was another one also, Lost Boys, and many more that followed along. Oh yeah, also 50 Cent. So, we was talking and stuff, we hooked up. She came over to my house one time because both of us, she was in high school. For me, I was in high school, but I was working. The thing is about it, I never gave up on high school. I never gave up because of one credit I was behind on, and I went back to school and night school and stuff to go finish up that credit because I needed that credit. I couldn't just I couldn't do it. High school, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do a GED. I couldn't. Just that one credit, I stayed my ass in school until I finished. Yeah, I graduated late. I got my high school diploma late. I made it to my graduation, but you know what I'm saying, I was short of a credit though. But I made sure I had that high school diploma. So I met my daughter's mom, played handball together and stuff, was chilling, hanging out in the park, whatsoever. One time she came over to my house. She she fooled around, cut school and stuff, came over to my crib and stuff while I was working at Kmart. I was working in the nighttime, so I had it easy during the day. So we was chilling, talking and shit. God, the fuck is... One thing about Jersey, these motherfuckers don't know how to fucking drive. Yeah, let me keep it moving. So, the first time she got pregnant by me, I was like, oh shit. Shit got wild. Then a week later, she went and got I think 2 weeks later, she went and got aborted and stuff out of secrecy. I think her mom never knew about it whatsoever. Second time, she got pregnant by me again. She couldn't get aborted. Nothing happened. I was like, okay. She didn't even talk to me or nothing. She didn't even let me know what's up. And her, shit happens. All right, daughter was born and stuff. I don't know. I had some bad advice from my pops. I never signed a birth certificate and stuff until like 18 years later, until my daughter went to high school. I mean, when she graduated out of high school and stuff, so I can give her my GI Bill. It pretty helped her out. It helped me out too. You know what I'm saying? I was in my daughter's life. But during the first couple of years, you know what I'm saying, I was working in Kmart. I was busting my ass with some overtime. And, my mom wasn't really into me that well because to her, I was an embarrassment. Because I didn't wear the nice clothes like the drug dealers in front of a building was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was doing good for myself. I didn't sell drugs and all that other shit. I was out there working, getting a check by check, weekly. You know what I'm saying? Weekly check. At the time, it was in the 90s. If you was working it was at Kmart. I was making $5 an hour. Plus, if you work on Sundays, you get an extra $1 more, so that's like $6 an hour. So that was pretty cool. I worked every Sunday. From sun up to sundown. With overtime, yeah. I worked every Sunday. I was waiting for somebody to call out. Hey, Tyson, can you stay? Like, yes, sir. On the Sunday, yeah, I'll stay. Shit. It was good money back then. So at the time, daughter was like 3 years old. Birthday party came around. Mother said to me, well, if you can't contribute to a birthday party, she said, your mother's invited. My mom was invited, but not me. And I said to myself, like, damn, that's fucked up. So I said, all right, cool. Don't need to see me again. So I bounced. I said, fuck it, I bounced. I went on with my life. Right. All right. Now, my daughter, 17 years old, also going to college. I met her mom. We was fooling around and stuff. Met her off from one of those fucking phone chat sites and stuff. This is way before. This is like in the 2000s, because my daughter was born in 2001. This is around when Boost Mobile came around with the. Actually, at the time it was Nextel. Then it turned out to be Boost Nextel. And then they had it, you know what I'm saying, the chirp phones. That was the shit. If you had one and stuff, you was like the fucking man or the fucking woman and stuff. Like, you got a fucking account. You can radio anybody that you know. So, met her moms, we talked, we chatted and stuff. We fooled around here and there. After that, I haven't heard from her in months or so. She called me one time, I think it was in October or November, saying, I'm pregnant and you're the father. I was like, what? You pregnant and I'm the father? But I haven't seen you in months. We fooled around twice and I haven't seen you in months. Took me around, met the family and stuff like that. Had that little family talk. Oh, how you gonna take care of the baby, all that other stuff. And I was there at the delivery room, cut the umbilical cord, signed the birth certificate. Coming to find out 3 years later, after, 3 years later, my daughter is like, she wasn't mine. But I stayed in her life because I was like, nope, I ain't gonna let no kid grow up without a father. My pops, he was in and out of my life, but I just really didn't give a shit. I turned to my uncles for guidance, and they helped me out. And pretty much, he helped me out how to become a man. My grandfather was the only person who raised me the most of how to become a man, how to work for a living, how to earn. You want something, you work for it. You gotta make your earnings. You gotta do something. You gotta feed yourself, so do so. You know what I'm saying, when I was like 12, 13 years old, after school, I was out there gathering bottles and cans. I was hustling. I was making my money every day. I had some good days and some bad days. I was making, one day I made $25. That was enough to buy me whatever I want from the store. Even when to go play video games and stuff. Let's see what else. I made good money. At that time, that was good. All right, let me go on with this one. So, my daughter's good. She's doing great in school. Proud of her. She's going to college. She wanted to become a nurse, right? Now, after my daughter was done, she was going good. I had another daughter that her mom shut me out of her life on some bullshit. I've been trying to look for her and stuff like that. She would not let me come back into the life and stuff. When I joined the military and stuff, I reached out to the grandmother and to her, and they just said, like, we don't want you to have nothing to do. We don't want nothing to do with you no more. Not even with the baby. Don't come around. We'll call the police and stuff. I haven't seen her when she was 3 years old. So I was like, yeah, my pops asked me, did you sign the birth certificate? I was like, nope, don't worry about it. That crazy chick got what she wanted. She got a baby. And end the story. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If that child comes back looking for you and stuff, you know what I'm saying, don't reject her or nothing. Open her, you know what I'm saying? Welcome her with open arms and explain to her of why I haven't been in her life since the time she was 3 years old. So, on to the next. My son. His mother. Me, I was struggling. Back and forth with working and stuff. Working at Walgreens. Some moms come around to play. At the time, she had 2 kids. two bastard ass daughters and stuff. Which is, I had no guidance around, like, men telling me, like, yo, don't fuck around with single mothers. Don't fuck around with single mothers. Come to find out, I fucked around with a single mom. Me and my son mom was together for like about a year and a half and stuff. Shit was going good. When she told me she was pregnant, I was in school too, so I was like, yo, I'm not ready for another kid. I don't have the financial means to raise another kid at the moment. I am struggling with my two girls, so I cannot raise another baby at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Can you please get her aborted? She said, like, no, it's my body and stuff like that. You need to step up. You need to be a man to step up. I'm like, no. I was arguing with her and stuff for 2 to 3 months. She didn't want to get an abortion or nothing. She like, that's all right. I'm going to take your ass to child support anyway. If you don't step up to be a man. I was like, hold up, we're both responsible. I told her straight up, like, look, I don't have the financial means, meaning I am in school, I'm working at a part-time job, I'm getting myself started in the automotive and truck and diesel industry of working on these type of vehicles. It was a hard start. I got my break when I started working at JFK Airport for 3 different airline companies in a 5-year span. So it was good. But I told her at the time I was not ready. I did not have a financial means. I don't have my own place, which is 1. I don't have a steady job, which is 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm just starting out. I don't even have a car. I have a driver's license, but I don't have a car. That's 3. So most jobs require you got to have a driver's license. I got my driver's license at the age of 26. And just same year, 26, that's when I got my driver's license. At the time, I was riding my bicycle. My bike got me anywhere I needed to go. Got me to work and back home. Took me to the store and back home at the time. I was just taking care of my daughter at the time. My 17-year-old daughter at the time, I was taking care of her when she was about 2-3 years old. And it was chilling. It was good. I told her, look, I was not ready to take care of another kid. But it's like this. The shit was forced on me. I said no. I told her why I cannot raise another child. And she's like, oh, so you're not going to be a man and step up. Whatever. Then her mother came from Georgia to come and help her out with her 2 bastard ass daughters, and while she was pregnant. I mean, the relationship was going all right, but it was rocky at the time, and I said, fuck it, I might as well just deal with it. I don't know, motherfucker. So I was dealing with it. It was cool. Fine. No problem. I was working. I was going to school. So around June 6, 2010, my son was born. No, June 6, 2006, my son was born. I graduated from school at the time after my son was born. At the end of the month, it was June 30th, 2006. I graduated school. I got my certificate, got certified, became a automotive and truck and diesel mechanic before I had to work my way up to become a tech, but I became a mechanic. I was excited. I had a boy, cool, and stuff. I was working. Moms moved. Grandmother got in the way again. Talking about, oh, you can't take your baby out and stuff like that. I'm like, hold up, I signed the birth certificate. You talking about I can't take my son out? Oh, you can't take your son outside with all that air. I'm like, hold up. I'm working. I'm buying the milk, I'm buying the diapers, I'm buying everything else. And you talking about, like, you didn't have them. Oh, you knocked my daughter up. You know what I'm saying? She needs some type of conversation, you know what I'm saying? And da-da-da-da. You're not going to marry her. So the grandmother was putting information in her head. Son's mom's friends was putting information in her head. Oh, take him to child support, girl. Yo, he's working and stuff. He's a responsible man. Take him to child support. I'm saying I was making $18 an hour working at the airport. Child support was raping me every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. I just got a new car. Payments was like $230 a month. Credit was shoddy, but I got a car. And you know what I'm saying? Some moms got fucking jealous of me, or I don't know what the fuck happened. Shit that went downhill was the grandmother got in the way. I told her one time, shut the fuck up. Mind your own business. This is between me and my son's mom. You have nothing to do with this shit. You have no say so. Then she got mad. And she throwing a fucking temper tantrum, throwing a fucking rant whatsoever. She even prevented me from seeing coming to go see my kid. Coming, you know what I'm saying, picking my son, take him home. And shit. You know? Then her gay best friend jumped in the mix. I was like, damn, she had a crush on her too? So I said, fuck it. I went about my business. Bastard ass daughters, being bad, doing whatever the hell they want to do. And next thing I know is I get a letter in the mail for child support. I was working 6 days a week. Right, at the airport. I'm saying, new company came in at Terminal 1. It was ASIG for short, and they just started a new contract at Terminal 1. So they were working 6 days a week, Sundays off, which was cool. I needed extra money. The first words my son's mom said to me, like, well, if you can't come see him, you might as well just pay for it. I said, oh shit. And I had to explain to her, like, why me? Your other two kid father was never around for your kids when they was growing up. I was. But I never took care of them. I never disciplined them because they were not my kids. They were just bad as shit. And I always told her, like, you're the one who's always calling me to go by the school and pick up your badass daughter. School calling me, can you come pick up your daughter, sir? I'm like, that is not my child. I am with my child at home, chilling. So shit went down, you know, shit was rocky. So my son's mom went dyking. She went dyking. She was fooling around with her best friend because her best friend took advantage of her one night. As it's like, you know, she called me up one night. Son's mom called me up, asked me like, hey, what you doing? Why you left like did you leave early? Why did you left so? I was like, what are you talking about? I had my son. Me and my son, we was home at my place. You know what I'm saying? We was chilling. We was watching a movie and stuff. And she was like, so that wasn't you, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the couch with my daughters and stuff? Like, I said, look, you must have came home drunk or something, because that wasn't me. She's like, well, I'm sure it was you. The sex was, she said, oh, the sex was fucking awesome and stuff. You made me orgasm, and you know, you was doing things that I never thought you would actually do, but you did it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you know, you had, I said, what are you talking about? She said, like, oh, you blindfolded me and stuff. You had my hands tied against the bedpost and whatsoever, and you just went to work on me. And it lasted all night. I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? I said, like, are you sure? Because I wasn't there. And coming to find out, it was her best friend that fucking took advantage of her because she was drunk. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. So she went dyking. Now she's like, ain't nobody want her. She got 3 kids, 3 bastard ass kids, and 1 kid that is, and a son that she got, her father got me on child support. Ooh, this video is going on 30 minutes. So to this day, I'm still paying child support. I've been offered child support for my son twice. Right? I was doing good. I paid up or whatever. Paid for the school and paid for the books, paid for whatever programs she put them in. I paid for that. But she was steady being a welfare queen. Now she couldn't get... Now the thing is, she can't collect benefits again because I'm paying child support to the grandmother who has guardianship of my son in Georgia, while my son is living in New York City. Ain't that a bitch? I went to the courts. They said to me, there's nothing we can't do about it. She has to go file. It's always a woman, not the man. She has to go file to end the guardianship, not me. But I'm the motherfucker who signed over for guardianship. I seem like I don't have a say-so at all. At all. I don't have a say-so. It's fucking, I mean, I always tell my friends, I always tell the young brothers, don't date a single mother who has kids. Because it's going to be a lot of turmoil that's going to come along with it. She may not have time for you. She may, if y'all two made plans to go out somewhere together, she may say, I don't have a sitter. Can you pay for the babysitter so we can go out? Hell no. Don't ever pay for a babysitter. Unless it's your own kid. You pay for your own babysitter. That's how I did with my daughter and my son. If I wanted to go out, I pay my sister to babysit. You know what I'm saying? Or I take them with me. Straight up. My life has been chewed up, spit out. I mean, whatever. That's what they say to me, like, oh, you got too many kids. I was like, oh yeah? I maybe got 3 kids. But I'm putting my kids through college. One's about to graduate and go to graduate school. One's about to graduate high school and going to college. I got to pay for a prom and stuff. And my son, it's like, hey, if he joins the military, cool. If he go to college, cool. I still support him either way. If he takes up a trade school, cool. I still support him either way. But one thing I will tell him though, he ain't gonna get. The thing is, I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna fight to raise him because he's gonna come live with me. So, I'm Ricky Tice. Tell me what you think. I'm out.